looking at almost 20 miles of fishing.
Now that sounds awesome. Now I know you and I have known each other for a lot of years. We shared a lot of stories and we caught a lot of fish and had fish fries together. But you know, you did something a little bit different a while back. Did you want to give us a little bit of a rundown on what you did recently and how we definitely got to let the folks know that you're a creative man, and when it comes to red green, that man learns from you. How did you end up getting the grass cut down there at the campground?
Well, I got a couple of spots. I got to tie the seat to the back of the lawnmower and put it neutral, and I hook it up to my little Honda, and I drag it around with the four-wheeler and cut grass. And then I got an old farm 42 cut-shot farm tractor I grade the road and level up lots with. And I put my straw hat on, and I make red green look silly.
Awesome. So when the folks come out there to visit you at Raven Beach Campground, all they got to do is look for you at the gate, and you'll be able to tell them where to go fishing and give them a redneck yarn.
You betcha. Not a problem in that. They just come through the gate, and well, they got to blow up because they got speed bumps out there. But unless they let their boat the other side of the truck or something like that. Yeah, and then we put them on the lake, and I do have a map of the lake here, and I can explain where they can go and how they can do it, and if it don't work, it's not my fault.
So if people want to get a hold of you, do you have a phone number out there, Marty?
Yeah, it's 1-705-643-2171 or 643-6140 is the cell phone. And the other one's the office.
Awesome. And well, I thank you very much for coming on the show today. And you and I will definitely be on the air again, and we'll hopefully see you out there in the water. And thank you very much again for coming out on the show.
Yeah, I'll have my batteries charged up because I know that guy that fishes for bass and that runs out of battery. So I'll have the boat all gassed up, ready to go get them.
Again, thank you for the boost last time. So have a good day, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Okay, Robin. Bye for now.
Okay. Your outdoor lifestyle brand.
Sticks and stones. Sticks and stones.
Sticks and stones.
Sticks and stones. Sticks and stones.
Sticks and stones.
Sticks and stones. Sticks and stones.
Sticks and stones.
Sticks and stones. Sticks and stones.
Sticks and stones.
Sticks and stones. Sticks and stones.
Sticks and stones.
Sticks and stones. Sticks and stones.
Sticks and stones.
Sticks and stones. Sticks and stones.
Sticks and stones.
Sticks and stones. Sticks and stones.
Sticks and stones.
Sticksandstones.ca.
Strike Pro, casting into the future, the secret weapon of your tackle box. Strike Pro lures have been the choice of many anglers around the world and have won many fishing tournaments and competitions worldwide. Whether you're a tournament pro or a recreational angler, don't go fishing without lures from Strike Pro. Remember, limit your catch and release for the future.
When winning is on the line, the winning line is McCoy. McCoy's Advanced Super Braid uses polymer-saturated Spectra fibers to create a super strong, super tough premium line. Reinforcing the Spectra fibers gives our braided line greater resistance to breakdown and deterioration, UV exposure, and eliminates water absorption. McCoy's Super Spectra braid is 15% stronger and 5x more abrasive resistant than similar diameter Spectrum lines.
Eagle Claw fish hooks. An American tradition and excellence that generations of fishermen have known to be the world's finest for over 60 years. That same technology goes into every Eagle Claw rod from the handle to the tip, and we make a rod for every fishing need. While you're not apt to ever have a problem with an Eagle Claw rod, you can be sure that we'll be there if you do. We're Eagle Claw of Denver. Eagle Claw rods are available at better sporting goods dealers worldwide.
The answer is revealed throughout evolution. Bass instinctively and aggressively attack egg-robbing turtles. The question is, what took so long to make the lure? Bombshell Turtle, your missing link to catching more and bigger fish. The Bombshell Turtle is available in 3-inch size and 12 natural colors.
New generation anglers
live on the water.
They want lures that entice strikes
and last all day, just like they do.
Because one more cast is never the last.
The feeling of the hook set, day or night, open or hard water. Nugent lures catch fish forever.
Visit Nugent.com and hook one on today.
Internet Inquiries, brought to you by Team Roscoe Power Sports, your BRP product dealer in Kirkland Lake, Ontario. Give Tanner a call and he can set you up with your accessories, ATVs, snowmobiles, outboard products, fishing products. And give him a call at 705-567-4411. Again, that's Team Roscoe Power Sports.
Welcome to Fishucation Internet Inquiries. This is where Nathan and I try and answer some questions that we received through the internet. And today's question, Nathan, is from a gentleman by the first name of Fred. Fred didn't include his last name. I have his email address, so I will email him back and get his address and his full name so we can mail him out his Fishucation gift pack. Now, Fred's question is, if you are flying into a remote lake in Saskatchewan and can only take 3 baits, what would they be? Well, okay. First of all, as we all know, Saskatchewan probably their number one species up there would be northern pike, because huge northerns come out of northern Saskatchewan. Second, their lakes are also teeming with walleye. Third, they have a big abundance of lake trout. So with those 3 species in mind, and most of the lakes up in northern Saskatchewan that you're going to are probably going to have all 3 species. So put on your thinking cap. What would be your 3 baits that you would take in with you?
Oh, that's actually a really tough one. If I was going up to a lake blind and I knew what was in it but never fished it before, what would I take? Well, the first thing I would take would be, again, I'd have to do some sort of research into it to know what size, but I'd take some sort of a crankbait, probably not a deep diving crankbait, but something that's going to dive to around the 10-foot range. Nothing huge in case you want to go for, smaller lake trout or anything like that. I would try to pick like a fire tiger or a green color, just because that's kind of my confidence color. That'd be the first thing I would take. Second would have to be some sort of probably a jig and, probably a Senko or even a twister tail or something that you could rig a couple different ways. And third, just kind of an easy one for me, because this is what I always go to, would be a black or a white spinnerbait.
Okay, so you're looking at a spinnerbait, a jig, and a medium diving crankbait.
Yeah.
Those are your 3s, and you've got a little bit of variety in color there. Okay, so well, that's the wonderful thing about you and I fishing together, and that's some of the reasons why we do get fish, is because we don't think alike. We do to certain points, but when it comes to baits, we definitely don't. My 3 baits that I would be going with, first and foremost, is I would take some form of a rattle trap or rat one spot. That style of crankbait, which is a countdown lure, usually fall at 1 foot per second, so you can control the depth. Lots of sound, and chrome and blue would be my color of choice there, because that's lots of flash, and it's a good producing bait. It's a fast reaction strike, and you can get northerns, you can get walleye and lake trout, all 3 on that bait. The next one that I would be looking at would be some sort of minnow body style crankbait again, but probably a floating with a lip on it that would only give it a shallow dive of about 2 to 3 feet. Because most of those northern lakes don't warm up, the fish stay shallow for quite a bit of throughout the year. And knowing that we can get walleye in 6 feet or less, and northern pike usually up tight, and with cold water, lake trout will stay up in your higher regimes. I'll go to some minnow body style of bait, and that one there, to give me a variety on color, I would go with the gold and black. Now, the third one, well, our forefathers came out with it, and in northern lakes like that, not many people throw them today, would be an Eppinger red and white. Daredevil spoon, approximately 4 inches long, probably a half ounce in weight. When you're going on lakes like that, red and white spoon, I got to admit it, hey, they caught fish on that 80, 90 years ago, and it still produces fish today. And I would say that would be probably my number one bait out of the 3.
One other thing is when you're going up to these lakes, is like you said, if you're picking your 3 confidence baits is what I would go with. Like your confidence baits could be completely different from mine and to the next person. That's what I find that works. If you're not confident in a lure, don't take it. You won't catch anything on it. And once you get up there, if you're going up there by yourself with no guide or anything, don't stick to one presentation. Change your presentations all over until you find what's working. If you're going for walleye and you're not getting anything down deep, try up shallow. Lots of people don't think of it, but walleye do cruise up shallow. If you're going for pike, well, if you're working the weeds and they're not working, try and find a log pile. Work a log pile, see if they're under them.
Okay, so you're basically saying like work the structure, work the different levels, and these are on unknown lakes. Before electronics was invented and when limited baits were out there, hey, people still caught fish back then, and they still catch fish today in a lot of remote lakes. So, just use your imagination. But I'd say between the 6 baits that we picked, 3 out of those 6 will definitely put fish in your boat, especially on a remote fly-in trip. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get Fred out. We're going to have to dig through our archives here of stuff that we have, and we're going to get Fred out a good package, and we'll make sure he's got 3 baits that he can produce some fish in the northern lakes of Saskatchewan. And until next week, Internet Inquiries on Fishucation, where we try and give you the answers to the best of our ability.
Fishucation brought to you by these fine sponsors: Texarillo, the Ultimate Roadhouse Band; Strike Pro, casting into the future; Bombshell Turtles, the answer is finally revealed; Eagle Claw Rods and Reels; Mona's Fish On Bait and Tackle; McCoy Fishing Line; Team Roscoe BRP Products; River Run Resort in Susquehanna, Ontario; Hunters Bay Marine, Legend and Triton Boats; Sticks and Stones outdoor lifestyle brand, hunting and fishing apparel.
It's Friday morning and the weekend's here, and I've been working like a dog. I just can't wait to hit that lake and reel me in a hog. So I call up the boss, said, listen, hoss, I ain't making it to the station. It's a mighty fine day and I'm itching to play. I'm gonna start my fishucation. If it's a high pound test you're looking for, I bet I could lower you in. We know the deal on rods and reels, shiny things that spin. So stay a while, don't touch that dial, you might find some inspiration. I'll take your call, hook, bait, and all. We're gonna start our fishucation. Our fishucation.